It's my go-to dance. I don't know.
It's your thing.
That's all I got. All I got.
Make that?
No, Crispy made that.
Yeah,
Crispy
beats. Crispy beats.
Solid.
What's going on, everybody? We have an awesome guest here with me today, my friend, Shane Butler.
What's up?
What's going on?
Nothing, man.
I'm here
Thanks for
too. All
having me.
right.
Here.
I'm not. He's not your only friend. I'm your friend too.
Okay. I'm here with
We're
two of
best
my friends.
Okay. We have like the same chain.
I do?
No.
I was gonna say, you have a one of one. I don't. Then you'd be
Mine
one of
just
two.
says
It should be one of two.
BENFR and that's it. Like no one has the other side.
We're the three best friends, right? All right.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
How do you know Shane?
how do I know Shane?
How does Shane know you?
I think I knew Shane before Shane knew me.
Okay.
I knew Shane just from shows back in the day.
OnlyFans got it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
OnlyFans.
But yeah. Follow it. Check it
Hell
out.
yeah.
No, I met Shane. I met Shane back in probably like 2009
Okay. So
ish.
how
When I don't know.
bad.
It was like
Math.
13 years ago.
Okay.
Something like
Okay.
that. But I actually haven't really just got to know him a little better because he is now my barber.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does. He cuts hairs. Plural.
Multiple, not just one.
Not just one.
Not a
As many
haircut.
as I can.
As many as allow. Yeah.
He just goes for it.
I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been I don't know.
How long has he been cutting your hair?
I'm gonna say a year and a month.
Okay.
I would say it was around the holidays last year.
I got you. Was it like a reconnection thing or was it like, oh, I know this guy?
I knew
you when you came in.
Yeah, you knew when I came in.
Yeah, I knew you when
You
you
just randomly came to that place and you're like, hey, I know you.
Yeah, for sure. Like we definitely were like an acquaintance. Like we
Yeah.
definitely seen each other here and there.
Yeah.
And I had him on Facebook for forever, and then when I saw him open his own business, I was like, I like helping smaller businesses and people I know.
Yeah.
And especially who I feel like has similar interests that I have.
Yeah.
And so I saw his work and I stopped in.
Nice.
Appreciate you.
No problem, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you been cutting hair?
10 years?
10 years?
Yeah,
Okay.
10 years. I started beauty school in 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like do anything before that? Like,
No.
no,
I didn't.
It was kind of like
Yeah,
like out on a whim. Nursing didn't work. So you were like, oh, let's go to beauty school.
Yeah, no, I tried college too, but
Yeah.
oof,
Really?
not for me. I did one semester. Then we had
Where'd you
winter
go?
break, Penn State Worthington.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a bigger high school.
Yeah.
No,
It's in Dunmore.
Yeah.
It's in Dunmore.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that one
Intro.
down by McDonald's, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you go
behind
down
McDonald's
there.
and shit like
Yeah.
that. I just did a U-turn in that parking lot one day.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So did Shane.
He was there like, nope, I'm out of here.
I did the same thing for Johnson. So I did 1 year. That was it.
Well, you did 1 year. Well, is a semester? Semester's not 1 year. It's like
It's like
3 months,
or
right?
something like
or
that.
something like that. Yeah.
No, I spent 30 grand and left. Didn't
Yeah.
get nothing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What about you?
bad.
What did you pay to go there?
Not a lot.
No, not 30 grand.
No. Couple grand.
Was that 30 grand for like your entire tuition or?
Yeah, and because I dropped, I had to pay it all. It's for everything. The whole 2 years. It was a 2-year program.
Oh, but
So-
you had to. You were like made
I
to
took the
finish
loan
it.
out pre
Oh,
going
okay.
to school.
I thought like the way I thought that worked. Like I never went to college. I didn't even graduate high school. The way I thought it worked was like if you like got like college loans, it was kind of like as you go kind
No.
of thing, not like a whole like it's gonna cost this lump sum,
No. Once you sign that contract, I think you're just
like roped in.
Yeah, do you do that
Yeah.
with a car? Like when you go buy a car, if it's a $30,000 car.
They hit buy here, pay here places. Thank you.
I mean, they do. It's a shit car though.
shit
If
car.
I could pay like $7 per class, you know,
Yeah, seriously.
just
That's-
like
I mean, I think they do stuff like online for stuff like that now. You pay what you need to do instead of like going to a school.
I mean, it just makes more sense to me. Like paying as you go kind of thing, or not like maybe per semester, but like to get you roped in. So you had to pay. You dropped out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you go back? Could you go back
I mean,
without paying more?
No.
Like you paid for that.
yeah, no.
You paid for those
because
years.
it's your responsibility to go to the classes provided that you sign up for, and when you don't show up for those classes,
No, fuck that noise. Those classes happen every year, the same ones. They teach the same shit every year to every student. I should be able to, if I want to do it over fucking 40 years, and go here and there. I paid for those classes. I should get to go.
I mean, you have a good argument, but I'm not the person to be arguing with. I
I'll
have no
fucking
idea.
give me I don't know who it is, but
Yeah, because I think even after like X amount of time, your credits don't even
they don't
they're
count
just gone.
anymore.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you have to like
The
finish it.
fuck
Yeah,
is
no.
wrong with I'm going to Canada.
I'm going to Canada.
It's fucking free to go to school.
America's top hat.
Yeah, like I don't get it.
It's probably sick in Canada.
It's probably
Chill.
not. It's cold.
It's always cold, but
Yeah.
it's cold here.
Yeah, but it's only cold here for like 12 months a year.
12 months.
Only 12 months.
Only
12
12
months of the year.
Canada, it's like
Always cold.
is it? It is.
14 months of the year.
Is it always? It's always cold there, right? Like
I mean, I think it's pretty close to our seasons.
really?
Maybe a little worse, a little longer here.
I
And
don't
there.
know. Like I was like it's up by Alaska, so I'm like it's got to be cold.
I mean, Canada's huge, man. It's not all.
I know it's like it's wide. I
Yeah.
get it. It has the length.
It's like the whole
It's not
length
just
of America.
It's got the
Like,
girth of
North
America. I get it, but
Yeah,
I still thought it was cold. Because what's
mean,
above Canada?
Alaska,
No, Canada. Alaska's like on the left.
but still above it.
Yeah, but like what's above it? Above it?
China.
No.
China.
No, it's probably with North Pole and shit, right? Like it's all.
Is it like Greenland and Iceland?
That's all to the right.
Is that all to the right?
I don't know. Why are we talking about this? I have no idea.
I'm
You're
dying
just
to
gonna
know.
show how dumb I am.
I mean, I'm asking, so I'm fucking dumb too. Come on, Shane, you went to college.
Let's see.
They didn't teach you what was in Alaska?
I don't think so, dude.
The fuck?
No, I just know that Canada's like fucking huge,
It's huge.
and you could see it from New York.
You can.
You can see
You
it.
could see
Well, yeah.
like Niagara Falls.
Niagara
from
Falls.
New
Yeah,
York.
it's
Yeah.
it's literally like 8 hours to Niagara Falls, and that's
Yeah, but I can't see 8 hours from here.
No, you can't.
No, but you
So
can like,
how can you?
you could go to a certain part of New York where you could see like across the water Canada.
Right.
That's trippy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Which means it's probably close to our season there.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. At least that part of
Yeah.
Canada. Like yeah,
Let's see. What's above Canada?
water,
We have Google machines.
fucking the ocean, bro.
That's not what I need.
I don't even think there is.
Yeah, it's like
Canada.
Greenland's up there
Okay,
a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so it is up
technically,
there, right?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
All right. I'm not crazy.
top right.
Like I'm not.
That's a lot of Canada.
that's Canada's huge, man.
yeah, dude. Fuck.
Well, I feel like Canada's like Ontario and like Montreal, and that's it. That's it. That's all they got going.
Not Vancouver or nothing like that.
I feel like it's probably like a lot of empty, useless, wooded areas.
Yeah, good for Bigfoot.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they don't have like so many cities like America does. They're not building fucking
Yeah, I think
giant
Canada's
buildings.
predominantly condensed to a couple of major
Like major
and then
cities,
it's
right?
just
Yeah,
woodlands,
yeah.
But that's
It's like a state for like what we would consider a state, like Pennsylvania. Like we have like Philadelphia, Harrisburg.
Yeah.
and, like, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
like all the wooded bullshit.
So would
between.
you say that's where Bigfoot lives? Canada?
I think that's where he should live if he
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
If he doesn't live there, he should.
the
Well, like if you look at Bigfoot sightings, it's like all upper North America, and it like trickles down into like.
I thought Bigfoot was like closer. Was it close? No.
Well, there's like sightings around. Here.
Right.
Yeah, but
yeah.
it like stops at like a little near like the southern states. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the worm.
No.
There was a really good Bigfoot video in Carbondale.
Really?
Mhm.
Get the hell out of here.
No way.
If you could cut
Yeah.
Bigfoot's hair, would you?
Fuck yeah.
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 Give him.
I'll cut anyone's hair that lets me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You could probably do something sick.
Yeah. Just like give him like a real smooth like transition. You know.
Is it the whole body? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like in my head, it's the whole body,
You can
right?
give him one hell of a mullet,
one hell of a mullet.
Yeah,
all
just
the way
like-
down
yeah.
to the foot.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Like something
seven
Billy Ray
skin
Cyrus
fades.
would be
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Hell yeah.
I got you.
I feel
Yeah, I
like
cut his hair.
Bigfoot would be a country singer.
He could be. Would
I
be.
feel like that
Should
would
be.
make sense.
Yeah, he definitely listens to like
I
Jelly
hope
Roll
not.
and shit.
I hope he's not a country singer. I hope
You want
he's
him
something
like
else.
you want rock like
Something else, you know?
Just not
Like, I can
country.
get down with
imagine
most
like his
music.
long hair and just like like just like headbanging like
Yeah.
Yeah, the only genre I struggle with is country pop.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I could do like Johnny Cash and all that.
Right,
but
right.
the
So like
newer stuff,
classic
like-
country more or less.
I could I love
Yeah.
that shit, but I can't do like I don't want to name drop. I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the new
Yeah.
ones.
The new ones.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know the new ones.
some of the new ones I can't stand.
Yeah.
But there was like a like 2010s country I really liked.
I'm like scarred from country. Like my grandmother was huge into country. Like we did
Really?
line dancing together. Like
Line dancing.
Yeah, like she was all into it. So now it's just like depressing.
It's
I mean, it's all country music sad.
not all of it. It's
Like
it's
all,
definitely
most of it.
it's-
It's all about shooting dogs
Yeah.
and
The sad shit
it's
hits
not.
hard though.
Yeah,
It does.
It's hard.
It hits.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than emo music. Like,
Yeah, but I have an emotional connection, like a nostalgic past of country music. So that's why it's
Yeah.
hard for me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
I feel like you have a nostalgic past to emo music too.
Yeah, but no one that I that loved emo music died.
Everyone that you loved emo music.
Died
Died.
inside, right?
Inside,
A little bit inside.
a little bit.
Every year.
Yeah,
All the
Okay.
time.
at least
sense.
emotionally.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, let's get back on track
All
here.
right. Before we get into all the hair stuff, let's do the timeline here. After high school, during high school, you played music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drums was your
Yeah,
go-to, right?
yeah, pretty
The
much drums. Yeah.
Tell us how you got into that, and tell us that story, because I'm interested in that.
Like how I got into playing drums.
Yeah, how you got into the heavier side of music, and how you got into playing drums, and how you got into a couple bands, and the whole scene in this area, because I love it. I love all that stuff.
I got into drums when I was 8.
Okay.
8?
Yeah, I started taking.
All right, Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
The
I started
fuck?
taking drum lessons when I was 8.
Okay. I didn't know they did drum lessons.
No.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
no, I can't say that. I do know they do drum lessons, but
yeah.
like, I didn't think it was like a.
It's not like it is now.
It's not, yeah, you know,
go to
you hear like
Galucci music.
you hear like piano lessons
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
guitar lessons, but like drums, I just
Yeah.
feel like people like figure it the fuck out.
No, it was hard, man. Like
I'm sure it is, but
I was on just like a snare drum for 2 years.
right.
Just learning.
So
how
it's
to
a lot of like
Wow.
like drum line kind of shit, right? Like I'm not crazy.
A lot of it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's something like you have to like find a passion for and just dive into that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So
But,
it is a little bit different.
Yeah, like snare rudiments and learning how to read sheet music, and most of it.
Can you
was
read sheet music?
slightly?
You could, right? Like when you were like learning, like that's
yeah,
that's
I
what
mean,
you were
I
learning.
can't do like if you handed me sheet music, I wouldn't be able to
Right.
tear into it, you
Right.
know. But a little. But most of it was just learning how to use like the metronome and like how to stay on rhythm, and
Yeah.
so I did that. I mean, I stopped taking lessons when I was like 17, so I did it for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like 10
you
years.
Did you enjoy just the snare work?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because
I
you
love
have
it.
to love that to be able to just because like think you being an 8-year-old and just having a snare, you want the cymbals, you want the kit,
Oh yeah.
you want to
I couldn't
smash
It's
wait.
like
stuff.
little drummer boy
Right.
shit. Like
Yeah.
So to be able to
Yeah.
be patient and learn just the snares, I feel
Yeah.
like is super.
Yeah, and
But
you
it's
know,
a-
I had a drum set at my house, so like I was
Okay.
able to like
fuck around a little
something.
bit. Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm sure it's a good like foundation though, right? Yeah.
yeah, it was awesome. And then we hit a point where, I was out of drum kit, and my instructor was in front of me on his drum kit, and we played together to stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, but I think when I was like 13, I probably started getting into heavier stuff.
Okay.
Around 13, so like 5 years in.
So what were you listening to then?
When I was 13,
Yeah. If you can remember.
I regret saying heavier stuff.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I think it was like
but heavier to most.
from first to last.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
I mean
my
that's heavy. That's heavy to me. I mean,
yeah, like my screen name was like Note to Self 416. You know what I mean? Like
Nice
yeah, and
Screen
then
name.
screen name. What's that mean?
yeah,
What is that?
exactly. And then yeah, I don't know. It just that kind of got me deeper into it. Before that it was Motley Crue, so Tommy Lee. Obviously, I got sucked into that kind of style.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was like 13, I got into my first band.
Okay.
The Plague of Ruin.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'd play the Jessup Sports Dome.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. So we rode that way for years, and then the snowstorm collapsed it, and
That was the place though. Like he's from Philly.
Yeah.
So
oh,
Yeah.
dude, it was
he's from
fucking
Philly,
awesome.
so he wasn't around this area at that time. But it
was
was
amazing.
This from like 2000, probably before I was probably like 2003.
We had the Electric Factory. I don't
I'd
know.
say like 2006 was like the hot year.
No, yeah, but there was that like 2003 to say 2010. What year did you graduate?
2011.
2011. Yeah, so like I graduated in 2010. So like 2003 to like probably I don't know when after I got out of high school, I kind of stayed out of the loop, so I didn't really know what was going on. But that like from 2003 till like senior year, this area was like booming for awesome bands,
like
just
local music.
local shows.
Yeah.
The people, the shows. You would have a mixture of huge bands and local bands play in the smallest of venues, and it was just the coolest experience.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, even like Backstage in Kingston.
Backstage,
That was incredible.
Fagan's.
They had the Devil Wears Prada there
Yeah,
at Backstage.
and that was tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like chilling on the stairs. Was that Fagan's or Backstage?
Backstage was I don't think there were stairs there.
There was a small venue. Maybe it was Fagan's. So were you ever at Fagan's?
Words are hard.
Oh yeah, dude. Actually, the band that the Plague of Ruin.
Yeah.
We booked the first show there.
Okay.
And that's
First show ever.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
a pool hall.
Yeah.
And we just did local events, and then it turned into something better, and then it got bought out and turned into Eleanor Rigby's, and then I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
In my head, like, because I never really like dealt with like, I guess like, too much local music. Well, like I did, but it was more like rap and stuff like that. In my head, all I picture is the Denny's video. What the fuck is up, Denny's?
It's very fucking similar.
Right, like that, like small little like corner.
Dude. It was a lot of VFWs and shit.
Yeah, like that.
The band is on the same level as the crowd.
The crowd,
like,
yeah.
Gymnasiums for schools,
Yeah.
like everything.
I got you.
It sounded like shit though. In the
Right.
So echoey. It was
Yeah,
so
because
bad.
even at the Dome, they just built like little platforms, like little
Right.
planks.
Yeah, just like
a, I
just
mean, like 12
give you
inches
like
off the
a
ground.
foot off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're 13 to 16, that is the coolest. It's just
Right.
awesome.
Live music in general is just
I never played at the Dome. I've seen shows there, but I played at Rigby's and I played at Sherman and Tinks when it was Tinks. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or the Hardware Bar.
Did you play at Rigby's like when the stage was like tucked into the corner?
No, it was like the last stage that it was there. Like it was
Okay.
probably like 2012 that I played there.
Okay, so there was like a legit stage. It
Yeah,
was like
legit.
originally, again, a 12-inch off the ground
Yeah.
wood shoved into the corner.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was cool though, man.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good times. So the Plague of Ruin,
Yeah.
that was your first band?
That was my first band that did shows.
Yeah, okay.
It's the first one worth mentioning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And we got to play we did some pretty good shows. We did Parkway Drive and stuff like
Nice.
that. Thrash and Burn at like Croc Rock.
Okay, yeah.
We were in like the
Allentown?
downstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But that was cool. That was probably the biggest show we probably did.
how long were you together?
Probably 4 years.
Okay.
4 years, maybe 3 years. A long time. I mean, for our age group, we held it together.
Hell
for-
yeah, that's what I mean. Like I feel like
Yeah.
bands, like especially local bands, like they're together for like like a year or two, and then someone always splits off, or like
Yeah.
something always happens.
It's hard
Yeah.
when you're a
And-
teenager.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
it's hard. It's
When you're a teenager, it's just hard. I mean, you're interested in so many other things
Right,
other than music.
yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
really
well,
be
I feel like
invested in
I feel like
music.
when you're a teenager, it's easier because you got like less like
things to do.
well, yeah, but like you don't have to worry about like bills and stuff like that
Right.
until you get older. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? Yeah.
Definitely for that way. But like to keep your attention span
Yeah.
locked in on
Yeah,
music,
bands are hard, man.
there are.
Yeah.
Just trying to get 5 people to get along. And
Right. Yeah.
Especially if you are touring.
and practicing, like
Yeah.
practice, like
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
practice twice a week at least.
yeah.
yeah, but how many of them? Hey, I'm going to bring my girlfriend, or
Yeah.
you know,
Or,
my
like,
friends are going.
I
to
can't
Turned
make
into
it.
hangout sessions
Practice
for
just
sure.
practice turned into just a show for your friends.
Yeah.
You never got anything done. You never learned anything. You never made new songs. You played the same 5 songs forever. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you're
how
not
my
wrong.
bands were.
Yeah, no, we did pretty well with it. There were definitely some practices where I'm like, what the fuck?
Was it all
Yeah.
like your own music, or did you like do covers?
We did 2 covers probably, but we did mostly originals. Yeah, the
Nice.
first time we ever played, we played one song at the Dome, and it was "Forever" by As I Lay Dying.
Oh heck yeah!
That was the first thing we did,
Yeah.
and then that was it. And then a few weeks later, we played again, but like we did originals. Yeah.
Did you take the MySpace band pictures?
Oh, dude, we have some fucking good ones.
I
yeah.
wish I
Quality.
could go
We have
back
some
on
good
MySpace
ones.
and find some. They're
don't.
so good.
Yeah, man. I think I still have some somewhere, but
Those are the best. Those
That was
cringy. I remember like
fantastic.
looking like not at the camera, like looking like with my arms crossed. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. We had some good ones. My guitar player, Nikki, his mother, she was actually the photographer for Motley Crue in the 80s. And
Oh, wow.
she toured with them and stuff. So like
Yeah.
she had a pretty good idea
Yeah,
for like
yeah. What would
Yeah.
look good?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. At least in the 80s.
At least, yeah.
Looking at 14-year-old me like looking off and shit. I'm like, you know.
Cringy.
But you don't know. You're living and learning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You know.
You're just
You're just
so-
trying to like do what you see, you know.
yeah, you got to fuck up to see what works, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
You know?
now you might look back and be like, ugh, but back when you were taking those pictures, you were stoked on them.
Yeah, or the
Man,
fact
yeah.
that
You
you
were
had
stoked.
like band pictures, like
Totally.
yeah, it's so fucking cool.
Yeah, because there weren't even smartphones or anything. So like
Yeah.
you had to meet with a person with a camera,
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
you know, edit, upload.
Yeah.
I guess email to you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Different times, man.
yeah. It was
Little
way
different
worse.
times.
And it was just MySpace, so
Yeah. MySpace was the shit though.
It
I
was
love
so good.
MySpace.
I loved like anyone who came on my page, like even family members, just like as soon as you load up, blast beat, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and they're like, "What is on your page?"
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Those are
good.
the best.
So what happened with that band?
I think I was the first person to quit.
Nice.
I quit.
Solid.
Or no. I think one of my buddies quit 1st
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was supposed to quit with him at the same time, and I didn't. And then later, it just trickled off, man.
Like,
you
hey,
know,
I'm gonna leave. You should leave with me.
yeah. I mean, because when you go from 13 to 17, like, you know, those 4 years, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of weird shit happens in
yeah.
those 4
Right.
years. So everyone started doing different things, and
Yeah.
that was it for that band. But actually, my guitar player Nikki from that band, he's the vocalist for my current band.
Okay. You're currently in a band?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we never met up for a band practice. We put out a full album during COVID, just emailing things to each other and sending videos.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's fun because drums never go first, like in the writing process.
Right.
So I would take a whole video of me playing a song. My guitar player, Mike, would like punch the drums into a program, and he'd write over that. Then Nikki would write over that. So I don't know if we could play together. I still don't know if we could ever do a show.
Like if it would work out.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
That'd be cool to see.
What band did you get into next after the first one?
After the Plague of Ruin, there was another one, Traders.
Okay.
Traders.
That was like blast beats.
Yeah.
Blast beats. Really fast to really slow breakdowns.
You had to be there to like.
Yeah, to be
You,
there.
you had to be there to know the scene of
Yeah.
like what was going on in this area.
Yeah. Just like what everyone was doing kind
It
of
was
thing.
crazy, dude. It was
Like
crazy.
in
for a
school,
minute.
you're doing like I remember Big Will in every class I was in, just doing breeze. That he was just breeing,
He was in Traders.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Outlier was another one. I still love that band. And then I tried out for a band called A Social State,
Okay.
but I think their drummer came back.
Mm-hmm.
They were fucking sick though. And then one last time was, I think probably the last band I did shows with.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was that like done? Like did you finish?
Did I stop playing drums?
Like no, what year with one last time was it was like okay, we're gonna just not do this anymore.
I was working at PacSun when I found out.
Pac Sun.
So that was like 2013
Nice name drop.
or 14, probably 2014.
I still feel like it was yesterday. I do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be 9 years, I guess, now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What was like with that band?
With One Last Time?
Yeah, one last time.
Oh, it was great, dude.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad that Kenny's still doing shit.
Yeah.
'Cause he's fucking.
He's so talented.
He's amazing.
He's like underrated.
yeah, all things music related, like, he's unreal.
Yeah.
He's unreal.
I'd love to get him on the podcast.
You should.
I would love to. He liked the post I put about the podcast.
Oh,
with
hell
you in
yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
I
he's
would love
phenomenal.
love to get him on. He used to bring his acoustic guitar to school, but we would play like a Treyu. Like he'd play a Treyu, and I would like be drumming on the desk. And, like, the teacher would be like,
Yeah, but even like his, like, most people can, like, a lot of the bands have like a screamer,
Yeah.
singer.
He could do both.
Flawless,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he never, like, even in the studio, like, he'd record like a take, and he'd be like, I want to do one more, and the guy'd be like, Are you sure, man? Like, you know, that was pretty good. But that's what he did, you know, and he's still doing it.
dude, you didn't go to school with him ever, right?
No.
So going to school with him, he would have like maybe one important book. The rest was notebooks and papers of just lyrics.
Yeah.
It was just lyrics, like not even like neatly in a book. It was just loose leaf papers of lyrics. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm learning all this. Like I'm on to write a song. Like he's just flipping. Like if you see him walking down the hall and a paper like flies out of his notebook, it's lyrics. Like
Yeah.
that was just all he had.
I never understood, like, when I was growing up, like, I rapped a little bit.
Nice.
And, like, rapping was a lot more simpler. I never understood how music.
Did you have a name?
Huh?
Did you have a rapper name?
No.
No?
Not that I can
no
remember.
YouTube videos?
No. Unfortunately, we used to have a MySpace, me and my cousin Anthony.
Okay.
We had a MySpace, and we had like 10 or 12
I would
songs.
pay to have this content right
I
now.
would love to
I
have
would
it.
pay to have it.
Someone has a CD of it, I promise. But anyway, I never understood how like rock music got made.
Like created.
Yeah, well, not even
Like
created,
lyrics?
like how where the process, because like
Instruments.
you get a beat and you rap over it, you're
Right.
just rapping to the beat.
Right.
Like like I don't understand how lyrics like, you know what I mean? Because it's different paces and stuff like that. And I never like what in your experience, what came first? Like did someone write a song and then you tried to like find like even like guitar chords like coming up
It's always different.
Yeah, like
I think it's situational.
yeah.
Usually a guitar riff would happen.
Right. Like you find and then you'd find like something to like say over it and then
And then like the front man would hear the song and figure out the mood and the lyrics to match the mood.
Okay.
Kenny had everything fucking written.
That's what I mean. Like him, you saying
a lot of the times
he would like write it towards like
even bands that you listen to today, you'll have like one or two like creators who like will have like a vision in their head of what they want to hear, like what they'll have it, and they'll be the ones who do like they'll write the guitar, the bass, the drums.
No fucking clue how
the lyrics.
How that
one
would work.
person or two, maybe two.
That's insane.
And
to me.
like a producer.
Yeah.
And then they just have them learn it. But like then you get takes from all band members like, oh well, like what if we like slow this down a little bit? Or, like so it's not to take your your spotlight here, but
that's insane. It's insane to me.
My opinion.
Yeah, I never understood it. Yeah, because like again, like you get a beat, like you make a beat, like that's it. Like the beat's done. Like
but you would never like thinking like going. Like you're working and then all of a sudden you think of a vocal melody or like a rap melody, like, and then you could put a beat to that vocal melody or whatever. It's always it depends on like I'll get a beat in my head all the time where I'll just be like, yo, that'd be sick, and then like I have to go do something with it or I'll forget it. And then you could write like,
I think I was
coming into your phone on record for 30 seconds just to keep it.
I think I was more like writing lyrics and then finding a beat that would go well with it, or like, you know, that I could match pace with it, as opposed to like, you know, finding a beat and then like writing lyrics that like matched it.
I feel like whatever comes natural. I feel like every song is different.
But like in my head, I'm like with rock, like bands, they gotta write lyrics. And then a guitar riff needs to be made, and then bass has to be, and then drums. Like it just like I'm just like it's so much to get
a lot of it.
Right, but I don't understand that.
Like when you write guitar. Like especially in the kind of music that I like, when you write guitar, like you write a lead and then you write like a rhythm, like a backup guitar part for that lead, and then a lot of the times the drums are following that like that rhythm beat, that beats per minute. The like if you're chugging, your double bass is going to try to follow that chug to keep just I don't know. That's the way I've always done.
And you'll
it.
try a million different things,
right.
You know, and eventually everyone disagrees on that's the right one to use. You know.
Yeah, still.
That's why sometimes it takes a long time.
It's insane. Yeah.
You'll want to change.
That's why like all the bands that I've ever like heard, like local bands, are like a lot of them like they're doing covers, and I'm like, all right, well, you know, doing covers isn't that hard. Like, but you know what I mean?
Because you just copy what they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to. You're not writing anything, and then like when I hear like custom music, I'm just like,
blows your mind.
Like, it blows my mind. Even though like covers are custom music from someone.
Right.
It's just it's insane.
It's weird that cover bands make like a ton of money.
Yeah.
You know, and like you could be doing originals like your whole fucking
it's just like it's just live music. Like people love live music, so
But do you think cover bands make good money in this era and not pre this era because of social media? Because
I think they've
they've
always done pretty well.
Yeah,
there's
but
some like Our Last Night.
But that's now.
Yeah.
I'm talking like
before this.
Yeah, like pre.
I feel like they make money differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like pre this era, they would make money doing live shows.
Yeah, gigs.
Now, like you cover like fucking Ariana Grande's newest song, you know, and like it's popping. You know what I mean?
And
like,
what's Our Last Night? They're doing like a ton of crazy.
They do everything.
They kill it too. But,
they do kill it.
They just basically, if it's a TikTok trend, they're fucking covering it.
But they're taking like they're making it their version. I mean, like the bands at like your aunt's wedding.
Yeah.
Like $2,000 to play fucking AC/DC. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
You know, I mean, good for them. Like if I was doing a band playing shows, I'd be in a cover band.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, yeah, because like especially in the music that you like that was popular for us when we were kids. What's everyone our age doing now? They're going to emo nights and they're going to they want to hear the old songs that they loved. So you could probably make some money doing that.
Like doing live shows, like people want to like. I mean, you'll get a following, but like. People at the bar want to know, like, want to sing along and want to hear stuff they know already. They don't want to like. Some of them aren't just there to like find new music.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
I think just to break out, the internet's just you don't need a tour really.
Yeah.
At this point, or I mean, I would love. I mean, it would. I wanted to tour terribly back in the day, but at this point, fuck.
Yeah.
You know. I don't want to carry my drums up 20 flights of steps for 4 people to maybe
Yeah,
clap.
if you don't have like roadies or like people to do it for you. Yeah.
I think the only way to play a show right now would just be for my kids to believe me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that I could play drums or something.
I was cool once. I was cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, for sure. I get it.
How you have kids?
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old?
7 and 3.5.
Okay. Well, I mean, they gotta like. I mean, just looking at you know what I mean. You gotta have that like you have that like cool dad look. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way they can't believe that like you were cool at one point.
Yeah. I think when I picked my daughter up at school, like everyone thinks I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
But, other than that, you know, I think she sees like the YouTube videos and stuff of me and like whatever, like the old videos. But
I mean, it's fun when you get that like those looks sometimes.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, when my kids first started going to school, that I used to get those looks from like the teachers and stuff like that. But now, like, I'm PTA vice president.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah.
and I'm like the most tattooed person at that school. So
Yep, exactly. It's definitely gotten better.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
not.
And you
it's
get
not-
used to it. Like,
oh yeah, people get used to it.
whatever, you know.
I worry about that because like I would love to like continue and like tattoo my hands or like my neck or something, but then I'm just
Fuck
like
it.
I'm just like
Fuck it.
I'm gonna have kids.
Send it.
So what?
I know.
Send it.
I know.
Fuck it.
I know. But I feel like my whole life I've been judged.
Yeah. So
And
why
it's
stop
just-
now?
I know. You're right.
Yeah,
Don't blend in with society.
no. And also, who the fuck cares what people think?
True.
Like,
Yeah, tattoos are
honestly,
becoming
who
so
cares,
mainstream.
man? You know, like,
I see every other day it's this girl's getting her neck tattooed and that girl's getting her neck tattooed. And
It's just been embedded in like with my family. Like
Yeah.
it's been embedded. Like, oh, I can't believe that. Like you got a tattoo. Like not like my parents, but like my aunts, my grandparents at the time. They're always like, when I had stretched ears, they're like, even my dad with my stretched ears. I remember every day at the dinner table, he was like, "What did you do to your
I mean,
body?"
some people are just like that. Some people are stuck in their ways. I have an uncle that's like that. That's always like, oh, nice earrings. Do your girlfriends have the same pair? Like shit like that. You know what I mean? But,
It wasn't that like. I mean, I didn't even have that bit. Like I think I was like.
but when I
I
distinctly remember when I was, how old? I was like, I think I was like 13.
Mhm.
That same uncle is when I first got my first ear. I got like a little diamond stud in one ear because that's what was cool then.
Yeah.
Same
Left ear.
same uncle.
Not the
nice.
right ear, left ear.
Yeah, left ear. Yeah, it had to be the left ear. Same uncle. Nice fucking earring. His shit didn't change in 20 years. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
like some people won't change and some people like grow with the times.
No, for sure.
I got my ear pierced when I was 8.
Yeah.
Right around the same time as the drumming thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
My mom said if
We're
I
just
got,
cool as shit then.
trying to be, man. I'm so fucking, you know?
Yeah,
but,
it's so hard.
Yeah. But yeah, my mom said if I got like straight A's on my report card, she'd take me. So I got a little yin yang in my ear.
Nice.
That's a piercing
I
pagoda.
think I had the same
Nice.
one from the mall.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
so knowing what I know now, piercing pagoda is not it.
No, I had the skull.
Oh, okay.
It was like a glow in the dark skull. It was like a black background with a white skull. Left ear.
I think I had a little
Left
gold
ear.
skull. Yeah. Slim Pickens over there, though.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
just
you
kinda
had,
to
you had
see what
like
you
That's it.
there was like 7 boy ones and then
I didn't want to be that diamond earring kid. you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's what it is now
We
though.
all were
Like
for a
any
minute, probably.
now it's diamond earrings and like anyone that's getting their son's ears pierced is always both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Like,
it's all different. And,
yeah,
but
it's
I mean,
all
the
different
cycle, the cycle does return. though,
yeah,
with
it'll go
everything,
back
yeah.
around.
Yeah, gauges will be cool again.
Yeah.
Heavy music.
I'll
will
feel
be
cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be cool again.
I'll be
Eventually.
cool again.
Every decade.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Yep. You're cool at least 1 year of every decade.
That's true.
No,
Love
for
it.
Sure.
That's true.
So when did you start winding down with the music stuff and like start realizing like, okay, like I want to cut hair and be a barber?
Probably when you just get like sick of restarting,
Okay.
you know?
With
Sort of,
bands.
yeah.
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 It's exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, and I still love music.
What
I
were
still
you
love
doing?
drums,
Like, so obviously, like while you were still in the later bands, you had a job and stuff. Like, what were you doing?
Paxson.
Pax
well, I was still I was in One Last Time when I was in beauty school still.
okay.
And then I got
Is that where like the highlights came from and stuff
um
in there
dude, I've been doing that for
forever?
just brassy.
I just meant
patch
like
in the
because
front.
I showed him the One Last Time music video. And I just happened to notice the long hair with the blonde highlights.
That was probably beauty school.
Yeah.
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 I still show a bunch of people that song all the time.
I love that song.
I jam that song in my
Yeah.
intimate truck all the time.
It's a catchy one.
It does.
Yeah, we filmed that in my mom's basement.
Okay.
I like this. I love the style of the videos back then. Like they were just like so like not good, but like not bad, but not good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just, it's what it was, you know.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
I love the Kenny like before for the breakdown when he moves the camera.
Dude,
It's so
it
funny.
kills me. Like right around that part, there's a breakdown, and my snare is completely off from. Like I'm hitting the snare and you don't hear it, and then I'm not hitting it and you hear it.
Yeah.
Like the cymbal's on point, but it's like
Are you saying like the video to the
audio
lining
it
up? Yeah.
kills me every time I see that part.
You're the only one who notices it though, because
Probably.
like unless like you do music or you
Yeah.
are curious, like, hey, how good did they get this?
Yeah,
You know?
you'll see it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's right before he does that.
Yeah. I remember when you guys were filming that because Kenny called me. He goes, like, let's go. We're filming a video at my buddy's basement. Like, let's go. And I'm like, I got work. Like, I think it was at like
man.
I had worked like 5 to 8 that night, like a stupid shift, and it was like around that time.
Yeah,
Was
I
it in
think so.
Carbondale? I think he said it was
No, it was in Archbold.
Archibald. Okay.
Yeah. It was my aunt's house, but I lived
Okay.
next door. And then I forget, something happened. I moved just next door for a little bit, and we filmed it there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like an unfinished basement, but it was fine.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where you filmed all the actual playing, right?
Like the show aspect of it.
Yeah, the show
rest was at,
aspect.
like,
Yeah, the rest was like all over
It
the
looked
place.
just like a venue.
Yeah.
At the
It
time,
did.
yeah.
Like the local venues at the time for sure.
But there was a washer and
Might have
dryer
been.
right fucking there. You know? But yeah, I don't know, it was fun.
Take the
love
drumstick.
Yeah, exactly. It was literally like my kit would slide if things weren't like on the rug and like I was inching toward the washer and dryer. I actually think if you watch the video, it's probably in there.
You probably see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're looking for it, at least. Yeah.
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 No, that's
funny.
funny.
But yeah. So what made you want to go to beauty school?
I thought about beauty school in high school, and then I just didn't. I tried college first, and then I was a tattoo apprentice for a little bit.
Dumb.
And
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's horrible
So
career.
then I was just like, how can I use my hands and be creative and,
Right.
you know?
Were you were you interested in like cosmetology or at all?
I went to cosmetology was the school I went to.
No. But I mean, like before that, before you decided, like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
I'm
I
go-
was always into hair and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, okay.
But then I found like the subculture of barbering, and I fell in love with that like immediately.
right.
But like we were talking about with college, I still owed the money
Yeah.
to Empire,
fuck
so
them,
I just
yeah.
finished. I did the hours.
Yeah.
And then I had a job at a weird private salon for a minute, and then I got a job at a mall salon.
Ooh.
Quit at the mall salon. Sucked. Quit at the mall salon. Then I was at PacSun.
Okay.
First time I used a straight razor was in the PacSun shipment room.
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
I would do haircuts on my lunch break.
Nice.
Yeah, it took forever to get
Like
into
to people
barbering,
that work there, or just like you bring people in?
Yeah, people that
Okay.
work there and stuff. And
was
yeah,
gonna
I
say
think I've done a couple of randoms back there. But I told the guy I was shaving his neck, and I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I had no fucking clue. And like I dry shaved his neck, and like,
Oh.
yeah, I didn't cut him though.
No.
I still remember that, like, because my hands were like
Shaky.
crazy. You know? But, yeah, and then I quit at PacSun, and then I was applying. I had an interview to be a pec groomer the day thank God a barbershop called me for an interview.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because if
but-
not, this could have went a whole different way.
Oh my God, dude. Well, I was like, I just wanted to hold clippers.
Yeah.
You know, so pec groomer, whatever.
Yeah,
you
whatever
know,
works.
But yeah, I called every shop in the area asking, like, do you guys want an apprentice? Are you looking for an apprentice? And everyone said no for a long time. And then I was driving to Honesdale for that shop that I was working at originally.
Now, this was after you graduated school, or were you still in school at this time?
I was out of Empire.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in my head, like, if you graduated beauty school, you're not an apprentice, but you are?
So the barber license is a separate license.
Okay.
So you'd have to apprentice to be a barber.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because I can't, with the cosmetology license, you can't use a straight razor.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted to fucking do because it just looked awesome.
Looks
you know?
so cool.
Yeah.
So,
How many straight razors do you have tattooed on you?
I think one.
At least one.
I'm getting a second one soon. I'm getting like the side of my head, like into my sideburn.
Yeah.
But just one right now.
At least one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one shear,
Nice.
one scissor. You know, but
I have a scissor.
He does.
oh, fuck yeah.
Different kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
same shit. You
Yeah.
know,
A thimble.
Cut hair.
goes inside.
Yeah.
Sick.
Texas in July.
Nice.
Motionless.
So he's so gay.
Fit for a king.
He's so gay.
Architects. Yeah.
So gay.
I'm just
Where's
kidding.
the motionless one?
That's the Creatures album.
Oh, word. Yeah, it is. Dude, every weekend at the Dome.
Oh, I know.
Every weekend.
I know.
They're killing it.
They are killing it. They're on another level.
Where was I with the?
So you were trying to get an apprentice for
Apprenticeship.
Oh, an apprenticeship, yeah. And then just thank God one shop called me back. So I was driving I lived in Scott Township. I was driving to home sale every day, taking walk-ins.
Nice.
It sucked. I was bad.
That's such a bad drive.
You were bad?
I was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant the drive was bad.
Drive sucked.
Yeah,
Because there's like no highway.
Oh, it's a one-way road, man.
Yeah.
You lose service for half of it. But yeah, I was bad, man. But you know,
yeah, I mean,
you're bad at everything when you start.
Yeah.
You know, all you
John
can
was
do
never
is
bad at
just
tattooing.
I was
He'll
the
tell you that.
best.
immediately.
Immediately.
Yep, perfect placement,
Yep.
perfect depth every time.
Every time.
Love that. But yeah, I just did that, and then I was there for 7 months, and it was a walk-in shop, so I had to learn how to deal with the anxiety of like people piling in.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is good. I mean,
yeah, it was awesome.
yeah, you definitely want to get that out of the way.
Yeah, and all you can do is you just keep fucking doing it until it hopefully clicks one day.
Yeah,
You know?
you
It didn't
figure some shit out.
Yeah, and then I got the shop that I wanted to work at. They finally reached out to me when I got less terrible.
Okay.
Still bad.
Yeah. Love the honesty.
Love Facebook memories, dude. It's like 10 years ago, you know, I'm posting a haircut like book now, and I'm like, no one's gonna fucking book.
Yeah.
Like, what do you post?
I just came across a tattoo that I did like 7 years ago. It's like it came up in my memories, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this is so bad.
Yep, but you were proud of it when
Yeah,
you did
when
it,
I
know?
did it, obviously. Yeah.
Your eye changes for it. I think
Yeah,
just
yeah.
as time goes, you know.
You just start realizing like my shit sucks.
Yeah, and I think you'll always think your shit sucks a little, right?
Yeah, my
Like,
shit's always bad.
Yeah,
I
even
don't.
now-
I hate every tattoo I do.
Dude, I'll post a haircut. I'm like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
zooming in. Like, that
Oh
shit
yeah.
people aren't gonna probably see, but
Right.
drives you nuts, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was at the last shop I worked at. I was there for 5 years, and then I opened my own.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where's your shop at?
Old Forge.
Old Forge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right at the corner. It's like right past Ravello's on Main Street.
Okay. Nice.
So we just hit 3 years there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just passed 3 years here, so you must have
Nice,
opened
dude.
around the same time.
Yeah, October 22nd of 19.
Yeah, we opened September of 19.
Nice, dude. Just in time to get shut down.
Yeah, just in time to get shut down. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was brutal, but we got through it, and
Same.
we're doing
Yeah.
well now,
I mean, we
you know?
ended up doing. I think we were only shut down for like 2 weeks, and then we ended up doing appointment only, no walk-ins,
Gotcha.
and we honestly we never went back
To
Oh,
walk-ins.
okay.
to walk-ins. We don't really do walk-ins that often.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't either. COVID, when we got the green light to open back up, we couldn't take walk-ins because of the distancing.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine any walk-in shop is going to go back.
Yeah. I mean, most quality shops don't have time for walk-ins anyway, because you should be booked out. So like, yeah, I can't imagine that anyone. Some of the bigger shops they'll employ someone to do walk-ins, but other than that, like we just the two of us, we just do appointments and we
Yeah.
go home.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean it's so much nicer. We come and go as we want, and
Dude, especially like you think you're about to leave,
yeah, and then
Like-
someone walks in the door. Yeah,
you know? And like the shop I used to work at, there was like a sign-in sheet so you could like request
Mm-hmm.
who you want. And when I started, it would say like anyone but Shane on like the sign-in sheet.
Did you take a
And
picture of
then-
that? I would have
oh
taken.
my
If
God.
I was if that was me, I would have taken a picture of that.
that yeah.
Just because it's funny.
Yeah, but then eventually you saw your name pop up more and stuff. But like, people would come in, like it'd be slow, and then they'd walk in like right at the end, And I'm grateful for anyone that wants me to cut their hair, but
Right.
like, I had one car, my kids, I was like,
Yeah.
you
I mean, cutting hair is definitely a little bit more. I don't like not easier, but like it's less work I think than tattooing. So like a walk-in, and for me, like at 7 o'clock, I gotta sit there and draw it.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole process, yeah. Whereas like you're cutting hair,
Yeah.
it's not as bad. So you'll take that walk-in. Even when I was like still not doing great, if it was like too late, I'm like, yeah, I can't help you tonight. Like we can book an appointment, but
Yeah.
I would turn people away.
that's fair.
I do have to say though, kind of sticking up for Shane.
Fuck
He does take every haircut I've ever seen him do really seriously.
So every haircut he's done on you, got it.
and yeah, and then when I see
What other one have you seen? I'm dying to
the
know.
people before me, if there's a reason why he's working on them a little longer, I never care that I'm waiting. But like he's not gonna be like, oh, hurry this guy up to get the next guy. So if there's a walk-in that would walk in, I would say that he would do like take it 100% his time and
Every
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like he doesn't have to sit there and draw. Like
Yeah,
it's not a process.
It'd probably be an hour and a half
Yeah.
tops.
Yeah.
yeah.
Depending.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm not saying that yours isn't either because like obviously it's different. Also, yours has a lot more. Like tattoos have a lot more. You can mess something up pretty bad with a tattoo where hair grows back.
Yeah,
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
Tattoos don't go away.
I mean, they do. They can.
They can, but not easily.
Well,
I mean, what?
you pay enough money.
Laser or cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Laser and cover.
That sucks.
We charge more for cover up, so it works.
Yeah.
Because you have to work around what's there. And
Yeah, yeah. So you give them a bad tattoo first, and
Yeah.
then when I cover up down the road, they're like, "Fuck
They
yeah.
want a solid black washi rose covered up.
Gotcha.
It's spread it out like
all day, baby."
Yeah.
What's with people getting like? I've noticed like people getting like
Blackouts.
blackouts.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing.
Are they planning on tattooing over the blackout in like white
Some people
ink?
do. Like some people do. Like you can tattoo over with like white ink.
Yeah.
It takes it's a process.
Okay.
But you can get like a little bit of it, like a show. Like it's more of like a gray, but it'll
Right, right.
show more.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's basically people that's just gotten like a whole bunch of shitty tattoos and they just want to cover.
Got it. So I
Yeah.
should probably get a blackout then.
Fuck yeah.
My girlfriend got a blackout her whole arm,
Mm-hmm.
but she had a colored sleeve underneath it. So the tattooer turned it into like a church, like a solid black church.
Church?
But then like she made like negative space for the stained glass.
Mm-hmm.
So the color underneath it looks like a stained glass
That's
window and
awesome.
stuff.
That's
It's
cool,
fucking
yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Black Casket.
I knew.
Yeah.
As
Is it
soon as
Angela?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney.
Courtney. Okay. As soon as you said the like the church, I'm like, fucking.
Yeah.
I know where exactly what you're gonna say.
They're fucking insane up there. They're
They are.
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a very good blackout. I think Ian that I work with, he has a blackout too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're popping up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trendy. I'm not a fan of them, but
Like a fan of them or doing them or both?
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done them?
No.
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 I some like.
But
the
I mean,
videos I
it's
see.
no different than doing tribal,
Okay.
and it's just black
Yeah.
and
yeah.
black and black. You're just going like just nonstop
Yeah.
like black.
Even if I wanted a blackout, I don't think I want to sit there again and
Right.
get my arm tattooed again that I already had worked
Yeah.
on.
Right. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't
I mean,
feel like
if you have like if you need it like tattoos covered up that badly, like it's one thing. But
I've got some I'd like covered up,
Yeah, but- all of them, you know.
a good chunk, man.
Yeah.
But I just don't. It hurts, man. I'm fucking over it. You know,
Yeah.
I just,
Same. I hate getting tattooed.
Yeah.
I cannot
You
stand
know?
it anymore.
Like I'll go. I'll get it.
Same.
I want it. I just
Yeah.
don't want to sit there.
I just don't want
anymore.
to sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what age that happens, but
It's definitely like it occurs. I remember when I was like 18, 19, like I was like, fuck it, let's do my chest.
Yeah.
I'd sit there for 6 hours, do my neck, and now it's just like,
Yeah.
why did I sign up for this?
do the second the machine like
Yeah,
just like, I'm like,
second it
"Oh,
starts,
why
I'm
do I
like,
do
this
to
is
myself?"
dumb.
You were like that. You were like that with the back of your head, right?
The back of my head,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the last tattoo I got, and I fucking,
Rightly so.
it looked right off the bat. I'm just like, why?
Probably sucked.
It did every second. It wasn't horrible, but it's just like I'm just like why like why am I doing this?
Yeah, seriously.
Like it's so bad.
I feel like it depends on the artist too. You go to.
Yeah, no,
No. 'Cause
maybe.
I
kind
feel
of.
like when I come here,
Mm-hmm.
it does like it's not too bad. But
Yeah.
when I've been other places, it's bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you also where you went before the other two places you went and the people you went to. One was still kind of early off
Yeah.
and definitely dug the shit out of you.
Yeah, for sure. And,
And-
it was it wasn't a rotary either. I
Right,
feel
yeah.
like that made a big difference. I
Oh,
don't know if
yeah.
it was just the noise
Mm-hmm.
of like the traditional style machine.
I mean, it
but-
could be the comfortability you have
Yeah.
in the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you,
for sure.
You know, you're just so used to being here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think sometimes the artist will just use a dry paper towel when they're wiping.
That's not true.
had
Okay,
a ton.
it's a fucking lie.
Paper
It's a
towels are
fucking lie.
expensive, bro.
They are expensive, but it's just like
I
I
feel
mean,
that.
it definitely. Yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely after a while it just feels like
Sandpaper.
sandpaper,
yeah.
but it's nothing we can do about it. I don't know.
That's
Fuck
what
it,
it is.
suck it. Like
That's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
it is. It is. What
You
it
got to
is.
do your job, man,
Yeah,
you know?
You know what I mean? Like
If you have a knot in your hair, I got to fucking pull it out.
yeah, I gotta rip it out.
You know?
Can't help you. All right. Yeah. So you've been at your shop for 3 years now.
What's the name of it?
Brute's Barbershop.
Roots. Where did that come from?
I don't remember.
That's
It's a sick
Weird.
logo.
It was like, it was my ex-wife and I. One of us came up with the name. One of us came up with the logo. I
Okay.
don't remember.
what's the logo? Can I?
Yeah,
Google it?
it's just like a gorilla head.
Okay.
Yeah. It went through 500 mock-ups. God bless Chris Ventura for putting up with me.
I think the final
Oh.
product looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, and it was, the second you see it, you know it's the right one, you know, but there were so many.
I think it fits like
The
I think
name
your whole
sounds
shop
cool, but
fits who you are.
Yeah.
Like
thanks, man.
I don't know you like I don't know you to the point of like we've talked every day for years, but I know you enough to know like that's you're putting like your personality into the show.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
It's definitely pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
It's like it's not. I was expecting something more intimidating. It's definitely kind of like a
It's clean.
yeah.
You know, I'm not really a brute.
Right. That's
You
what,
know,
like
so,
I'm like curious. I was like, oh, it's my son's name. Like I was waiting for something like that. But yeah.
you know, no, Liam's barbershop. I was just trying to think of like a catchy word
Yeah.
that you can transfer onto many things.
Right,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
The double
merchandise.
B's, Bruce Barbershop.
Yeah, it just sounded. It was like good alliteration, clean.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
think
When
it's
we
dope.
were coming up with when we were like, we went through a bunch of different like ideas when we were coming up for name for here, and I don't even know how we ended up on Hometown Inc. honestly, but
It's hard, man.
it is like yeah.
The only thing I think of when I think of Hometown Inc. is that decal you had on the back of your old GTI, the white decal.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. When I think of Hometown Inc., I think of that decal.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I get a lot of like Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Right. Yeah.
Shit like
Maybe.
that. There's I mean the garbage company
think,
is Brute.
I think what's his name? Tim the Tap Man's son. I think his son's name is Brute.
Is it?
Maybe something. It's something along
He
the,
would.
something
Yeah,
along
he
those
would.
lines. Yeah. Maybe it's not. It's. I think I swear it has something to do with like beer.
His son's name?
Maybe. Let me see. I find this.
I hope not.
I swear it does.
Tim would though.
Yeah.
Kind of fit, kind of fat. You know.
The Tap Man.
Yeah. He's a.
You know who he is?
I don't think so.
He's like a gamer. He's like a streamer. Like
Oh, okay.
like he makes more than we will ever make in a month, and he makes in a week.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like
It's
it makes you want to
disgusting.
vomit.
Brewer. That's his son's name.
Brewer.
Brewer.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's not horrible. Brute's not bad neither, honestly.
Thanks.
No, I mean like for
As a kid's name.
As a
Oh,
kid's
But yeah,
name.
but
Yeah.
no, even as a shop name. It's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely as a shop
Yeah,
name.
I haven't played video games in years, so I don't know any of that.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm 30-year-old kid here.
Yeah.
That's all I
Santa
do.
got my kid a Switch though for Christmas, so
Nice.
yeah.
Don't buy Pokemon Arceus.
I did. There's a Lego Star Wars sitting at the house.
There you
and
go.
I'm like, fuck, maybe. You
The
know?
Lego games are actually really fun,
Oh,
especially
God,
like the Batman ones.
I was
Oh,
watching
yeah.
your kid play the Jurassic Park one. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, the Lego
Yeah.
Jurassic Park one's
Yeah.
pretty cool too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the logo's sick.
So now, so you've been in your place 3 years now, and now what's the?
Is it shut the fuck up for a second.
All right.
Is it just you?
I have 3 other barbers.
You employ 3 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it like being a boss?
Yeah, what's that like?
Are you a boss? Are you a boss? Like, or is it
I
more?
mean, you know,
Yeah,
when you have to be, but
Yeah.
usually they all.
it goes well together.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We were all friends before.
Okay, so
I
you knew
was a
these people.
boss.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's a hard line to walk, you know,
Right.
because
Yeah, because you're trying to be that,
Yeah.
like trying to be
Yeah.
a friend, but you gotta like put your foot down sometimes.
Yeah.
Did,
You're my friend. I still have to keep this place running well too, you know.
Yeah.
But
Did they work with you in other places? Is that how you know them, or?
we all just know each other from hair. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
barbering,
Yeah. Just like okay, kind of like tattoo artists would know each
Yeah.
other. I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
That's such weird. That's weird. I don't know. I don't get it.
What's weird?
So like I can like look at other tattoo artists' style
Uh-huh.
and like in my head I'm like all haircuts are the same, but they're not.
They're not.
But
Yeah.
but like they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's definitely a difference between like all haircuts are the same, but when you go to a barber, like not all barbers like
Yeah.
are the same.
Yeah.
I feel like the process is different, but like it's hard for me to see. Like you could probably look at someone's hair,
Yeah.
like 2 people's hair, and like they got cut by 2 different persons, but the same like kind of haircut.
Yeah.
And you could probably see a difference. I probably couldn't. Or like the normal person
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the process is the same, but the end result, the process is different, but the end result is the same. But to you, it's not,
Yeah,
which is
you
weird.
you could sit down with 3 different barbers
Mm-hmm.
and have the same exact consultation,
Yeah. And everyone's gonna cut your hair differently,
slightly different.
slightly differently.
Yeah, but that's where retention happens.
yeah, yeah.
You know, because I mean, like even Karen, she cuts right next to me. She's incredible. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Same consultation though. It'll be the same cut, just slightly
Slightly,
her
yeah.
version. Yeah, but that's why she has her clients. That's why Ian has his clients. You
Yeah.
know, so
It's so, but it's like I feel like for like a normal, like not a normal, but like someone who doesn't cut hair, like it's hard to see that difference.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Very slight variations. You know, high fade, low fade, mid
Right,
fade,
yeah,
temp
yeah,
fade. You
yeah.
know, it's a fade.
Yeah, it's a fade, right?
know.
Yeah, that's all I see. I see a fade. You
For
see the
sure.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when I do a fade, I cater to the anatomy of the head,
Right.
but that's not something that everyone's
Gonna
look
do,
for.
right? Yeah,
But,
but not everyone's gonna notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
The
at least
person who's
client
getting
does.
it done. Yeah,
exactly.
the person who's getting it done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They might they're like, oh, I really like the way you cut my hair. They don't know why they really like it, but they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think, keeping clients it's more so like the service, like how they're treated.
Oh
the
yeah,
energy,
the energy in the place
haircutting's
and
like
the
20%.
comfortability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know some okay barbers that are very booked.
You really.
You know what I mean?
But they're just okay. But
okay.
yeah,
Yeah. But
they
that
just
actually,
they got a great attitude,
Yeah.
or like people really like them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I
And
mean,
I know a lot of amazing hair cutters that, aren't booked out.
yeah. But it's just like they have a hard time, because I feel like same thing as my job. You have to be personable. Like you have to talk. Like you can't just like not speak to the person you're cutting hair. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I used to walk into tattoo shops riddled with anxiety.
Right. Yeah.
Because the energy could be so different at some of them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
If you're not like like the person's not talking to you and you're just not like comfortable and you just feel real awkward, it's so weird. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little riddled like that going into your shop the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was, just because like I never really went to a barber,
Yeah.
and like I was like didn't know what to ask for. I didn't know what to get. I didn't know what the vibe was gonna be like.
Yeah. I remember growing up, I would just like, I want this. Like,
Yeah.
show a picture.
You want to know what I did growing up? I want the Ricky Martin haircut.
Nice, dude.
That's what I would do, flip up in the front.
I showed a picture of Tom DeLonge once, that holiday hair.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got fucked up, man.
I don't know who I used to show pictures of.
I used to show.
I think I just like Googled like just random people. I know for a while I was showing one of the soccer players.
There was a lot of David Beckham.
David Beckham. I think, yeah,
Lot
because
of
he had a
David
bunch.
Beckham.
He did a bunch of different styles
Yeah.
that I really liked, and I think I showed his picture a lot.
David Beckham, Brad Pitt and Fury. A lot of Peaky Blinders.
so.
Yeah.
Boardwalk Empire.
So after the Ricky Martin, and I was like more like in the 12, 13ish, I started going like the drummer from Silverstein, the guitarist of My Chemical Romance,
Which one?
Pete. Yeah, so like the blonde, because I had the blonde bangs, so I had it like shaved in the back, but long ass bangs in the front, but blonde.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that was
sick.
me. It took forever
Is it,
to
though?
get my hair.
Back then.
To get my hair blonde, it took forever sitting in that heater and tinfoil. It took forever. I remember.
It gets like burny too.
Yeah.
Like you feel your skin start to like.
Yeah, I've never had my hair like professionally dyed.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had definitely had like some kind of stuff done, but never. I don't think I've ever had it like bleached or anything like that.
It wasn't just like the.
And I did it at home.
Oh, I was gonna say it wasn't like the hair cutting place at Walmart. You'd be like, "Can I have the orange hair gel?"
Orange hair gel.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used to ask for that when I was a kid.
Quality stuff.
Yeah. No,
Dude,
but
got to be glued, but got to be glued is still a thing.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know when they're lying to me. Like when my clipper is screaming at me, and I'm like, "Is this got to be glued?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "You motherfucker! I know it is." You know?
When you're cutting through the gel, is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it damages like the blade and stuff like
Yeah, yeah.
that. But
Jesus.
it's so sticky when it gets wet. Oh,
Oh, I bet.
it's rough.
It's weird that like people would like style their hair.
Sometimes they went to work and they come in right after.
I always
you
try
know
not
what I
to
mean?
do
No,
that.
that's still dumb to me.
Like
Yeah,
I always
yeah,
try to
it's nice
shower.
to not, you know.
Right.
Sometimes, like if it's my first time cutting somebody, I'm okay with it, so I could see how they like to style it.
Yeah.
But after I've cut it and I know,
Yeah.
preferably wash.
I would
Yeah.
I would like you need a wash. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna try to cut your hair with this like
Yeah.
styled like
And
this.
if they buy the product that we sell, it's predominantly water soluble, so,
So
it's
it'll
not
like
bad. It
it'll
gets
just
soft,
like
you
a
know,
quick
but,
rough. Yeah.
A lot of them do not, man. It's rough.
Yeah, like every time I go, I'm like, I always try, because I'm like, when I work, when my hair grows out, I put a hat on.
Yeah.
Because like it just doesn't style. It doesn't
totally.
like it doesn't do what I want it to do. So it's just a backwards hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hit a point where there's nothing. You just
Right.
gotta get a
Yeah.
haircut
So
again.
like, but then when I wear the hat, I'm not gonna show up to your place and be like, hey, cut this hair with all these cowlicks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
sure.
gonna do that.
And if we have to, we have a wash bar
Yeah.
and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
I don't really. You could book it on the app, but I never get shampoos.
No.
You know, but it's fine.
Like you never get, like, no one requests shampoos.
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
options, but like I guess looking up and seeing me like staring down at you, it's a different vibe, you know. When
Yeah.
I worked at a salon, I had a ton of them,
Yeah.
Really?
you know, but
Yeah.
it's what it is, you know.
Used to be one of my favorite parts of going to get a haircut, especially like if it was like a hot hair, like not barber, but like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, like
that's why you want
yeah,
like a shampoo
and she would
thing.
like dig her nails in my scalp. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah,
It's a whole vibe.
whole vibe.
Yep.
Love that.
But if you know you're getting it with me, you're not going to book the shampoo probably.
I mean,
you know what
maybe you might find the right guy. You
See
know?
what happens. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. You're questionable to me
Yeah,
now.
some
For
days.
the things I've heard you say about Shane today, the motions I see, I
Yeah.
mean, it's everything.
The body language.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
fist.
The
Yeah,
fist.
You're
yeah.
talking about lengths.
I just
and
want to
stuff,
see
like-
how he looked doing it.
Yeah, you were asking
Has nothing
questions
to
about
do-
length.
Now you
and
have it
stuff.
recorded.
Yeah.
But so now you got all that. First, I would like to also say that when you go into his shop, it's just a good vibe.
Yeah.
It's
you.
the way he runs it. The way
I'm gonna
everyone,
definitely gonna give it a shot.
No, for sure, and everyone should try it if they're in the area, because
area.
when you go, it's like your own little, like, your hour of like just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Great vibes. Everyone treats you with respect. Everyone's like your best friend. Like, everyone's joking around you, even though
Yeah.
I'm not like it's hard for me.
Is
to
it
be
like an
vocal.
open floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, just like this.
Love
But
that.
it's like everyone's joking. There's music playing. There's everyone's if you say I would like butt into their conversation, everyone's pumped that you butt in, like
Yeah,
joking,
yeah.
whatever. It's just a great vibe. All
Thanks so
around.
much.
No
I'm-
one really likes him, right?
Not the case. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get.
we,
They tell me to walk right
Yeah,
out.
he has a whole different vibe than.
Yeah,
Actually,
seriously.
not allowed on Booksy anymore. Like, I
not
can't
allowed
even.
on Booksy.
I can't even book at Boots anymore.
You're like, why does it keep getting declined?
Yeah. No, for sure. But what's this new adventure I see you messing with, dabbling with?
It's called scalp micropigmentation. Have you heard of it?
I have.
It's cosmetic tattooing.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
That's what the Carbondale
Shop is
room
for.
I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah. So I'm just brand new and trying my best to learn.
So the pictures you're posting now, like 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, why did I post those?
I already I'm preparing myself because these aren't going to grow out. you know?
yeah.
So,
No, for sure. But what's that like? What's that learning like? Is it
It's hard.
yeah? It
very
looks
hard.
challenging.
Oh my god. I'm just doing dots. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
give you props because that's stressful.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people will go and they'll get certified,
Yeah, yeah.
but they don't do anything with it because
Okay.
I think they think they're going to know how to tattoo in 3 days, and that's just not how it works.
No,
you
no.
know, and like I said, I'm just doing dots and just finding that perfect spot every single time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's
The
just,
scalp is hard. I mean, like
Yeah.
the head, like tattooing the head in general
yeah,
is
and
hard.
the density changes.
Right, yeah,
you know.
as it moves around.
And
right.
I knew that just from cutting hair. The clipper gunks up at a certain spot, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard, man. But
And what's that? Just to like make the hair look fuller, where you're losing hair.
yeah, it creates the illusion of a close buzz cut.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
You know, so even there's options called density fills to where like if your crown's gone,
Okay.
you could just kind of fill the negative space.
Okay.
So you don't look like is it bad?
It's getting there.
Yeah, so it's just, it's just a confidence boost
Yeah.
I gotcha.
for sure. But day by day,
Do you think it's definitely for people that like want their hair a lot shorter? Like if they have it a little bit longer, it's not really, is it going to make a difference for them?
if you have long hair and you want to keep the long hair,
Yeah.
a density fill you'll benefit.
Okay.
Like, you won't receive the full benefit of the service unless you just knock it down.
Knock it down to that,
Yeah.
like so that it all kind of looks the same.
Yeah,
length.
because say like if you get scalp micropigmentation down here,
Right. To
and
like
your hair
bring
grows back
bring your
here,
hairline. Yeah.
it's gonna be fucking
Yeah,
weird.
it's gonna
right?
look weird, yeah.
exactly. So and that's just a conversation you have
Yeah.
with the client that that inquires. But so far so good.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it now?
A few months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, are you, is it like repeat customers or is it like a one-time thing? I'm not sure.
Luckily because of
I know like
barbering-
microblading and like eyebrows and stuff like that. That's usually a repeat thing.
Yeah, so
So-
this is like 3 to 4 sessions.
3 to 4 sessions,
So,
right?
every 2 weeks they can come back
Mm-hmm.
because as you know, if you go too close together, the dots can migrate.
Yeah,
puddles
yeah.
out.
Yeah. Over time, the
Now it's a
ink
navy
spreads.
puddle,
Yeah.
so, and I can only do it 2 days a week right now. One, because financially I'm not benefiting from it.
Okay.
And two, I have
Are you
2
doing it
days
for free at the moment?
currently,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just building a portfolio,
Yeah.
building a book.
Which is good. Yeah. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Do you have competition in the area that you know of?
There's another person that does it,
There is
Nick
okay.
Spinelli. He owns Hair Inc. of NEPA, but we're friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
So it's
trained
not.
me.
Like, I don't mean like competition as in competition. I mean
Yeah.
more like someone else that like would like other people are already going to kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, not many. You
Yeah.
know, and picture if there were just 2 barbershops in the area.
Right.
We'd all be good,
Yeah.
Everyone's eating, So, yeah, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. It is very, very helpful, thank Christ.
That's nice. Yeah. I mean, it's good because like some industries, you get a lot of people that just don't want new people in the industry, or like they don't want people doing what they do, kind of thing.
It reminds me of like early tattooing, like everyone's kind of gatekeeping still.
Yeah.
But you know, as long, because even like with haircutting, I could text 50 people and ask like, what do you think of this, and they'll tell me. But like right now, it's just me talking to
one guy.
Yeah, and you know, I'm researching like relentlessly on the internet and stuff. But
that's I mean, the fortunate thing about tattoo, you know, you see so many tattoo artists pop up out of nowhere now because the internet has so much resources now. So like gatekeeping's not even like possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far,
I'm sure there's plenty of stuff on that too.
Absolutely, but a lot of it, you know, the specifics of like the technical aspect, you have to like pay to go to that person, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's not cheap. I sold my motorcycle to get trained and a lot of stuff that I liked, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, in the end, hopefully, yeah, definitely.
And if it's not, dude, I fucking tried, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I did. When I was at my old shop, I did dermals for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is not for me.
Are people still getting dermals?
No, I don't think it's as popular, but yeah, it's still a thing.
Yeah, it was on trend there for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, everyone.
I have a lot of friends with them.
Yeah.
Like in the face here.
They still have them?
Yeah, still.
Even like Michelle still has hers. Like
they reject those sometimes, right? Like
yes.
That's why my one buddy still has it, because it rejected 3 times and he finally got it to hook, and he just like now he's like, I'm never getting rid of it.
Taking it off.
Never coming out.
No.
But yeah, I mean, it was just not for me. I thought like, oh, I tattoo, like it's not, because the shop we worked at, we had a piercer, but he didn't do dermals. So I was like, you know, oh, it's something else I can do. I try a different like thing, and like bring more people to the shop. And no,
you know how many calls he gets for, hey, do you guys do piercings? No.
Yeah, because we don't do piercings here. Yeah. And I mean, it's such a like a thing that like goes hand in hand. But
tattoos and piercings.
Yeah. But so I mean, there's that. I'm not the only shop that doesn't do piercings. So.
Oh, I know.
I think people don't understand how knowledgeable you have to be to do a piercing.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, where like the nerves and stuff go to on the body. And,
oh yeah.
But I think people think tattooers just pierce also sometimes.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, well, if you learn this, you should know that.
Yeah, it's like a whole other apprenticeship.
I mean, I have done piercings. I did piercings growing up, just like, well, myself and other people, fuck it, you know. But and like professionally, no.
Yeah.
And I don't like piercings. I wouldn't hire a piercer ever, because like piercings get infected so much easier than tattoos, and I feel like that always comes back on the shop. It's not just the piercer. It's just like the whole shop. Like, oh, I went to Hometown Ink and my piercing got infected.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like the whole shop's like infected.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I never even thought of that. It makes
That's why we never want piercer. Yeah.
People are wild with the reviews too, man.
Yeah. Fucking
especially
going
nowadays.
Yep.
I think
They're wild.
My wife did all her own piercings except for her snake bites, but she went to Spider-Man. Remember Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Do you know Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I got a lip piercing there.
Yeah. In the limo.
Oh Jesus.
In the limo. What's that?
He had a limo, like a Spider-Man limo that would like go around, and he advertised piercings out of a limo.
Stop it.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Stop
His
it.
shop was in Greenridge. But,
In Greenridge, yeah.
Dude, I got my lip pierced there and it got like infected.
Really?
Not because of him. Like every piercing I've ever had has gotten infected. It just
and that's what I mean. Like people will like immediately just try to blame the shop.
Dude,
it just happens.
Yeah,
though.
it just happens.
Yeah,
you know?
and
I went to
fucking hole in your body.
Yeah, I went to high school orientation and I got written up for it. And they said like, you know, I'd be suspended on day 1 if I didn't get it out, and it was swollen, dude. Like, you know, pus and not good. So my dad was like, "Oh, I'll get it out." He got wire cutters.
Oh yeah.
But they fucking twist.
Yeah.
Like when you cut.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
And he kept like it wouldn't snap, so he just kept fucking twisting my lip, and like there was like little pieces of barbed wire at this point, and like pulling it out was a nightmare.
I remember the first time I gauged my ears. We used the rivet gun, and I put a rivet in my ear and just like cranked and cranked.
You're insane.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, those smaller sizes, that was worse than.
Oh yeah.
Once it gets loosened up and you can pull on it and shit, it's
up
a lot
until
better,
0,
man.
right after 00.
Yeah.
For me, it was way simple. Like
Because then you can get the double flare tunnels and start playing with them. But man,
I used to
those
like
little
put
fucking-
electrical tape over my gauges to just slowly stretch them.
I would use those old tapers.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but once they get bigger, like I was saying, like you just use electrical tape and just like tighten it up.
I had I'm up to an inch now, and I had to flirt with an inch for like years because it just would not like it would I'd get the inches in, and then they would just hurt forever, and I'd drop down and then let them heal. Like it was just, it was so rough to
Then
get.
you sleep wrong one time, and it's huge, and
so bad.
My wife tries to get inches, but
She got little baby ears.
yeah, she can't. She's at right under an inch now.
Yeah,
But
7/8
Yeah.
or 22 millimeter, whatever
Whatever it is. Yeah.
I'm done trying to size up.
Yeah, I wanted to get to an inch, but I've said this like 10 times. I was like, when I first started, I was like, I want to get to 0.0.
That's how it is.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Well, it's like when you start getting tattooed. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop at my t-shirt line, then my elbow.
Yeah,
then my
but
wrist,
there's like I've come to notice that like the bigger sizes have like cooler stuff. I'm like, so,
Yeah, the
but
ones that
get
you want are
real
never in your
expensive
size.
and, like,
yeah, then they start getting expensive. Yeah,
mine are 35 millimeter, and I can't find. It's such an awkward. It's like an in between size. I feel like to get to like an inch and a half.
because most places sell like standard. They don't sell metrics. So
Damn,
like,
inch and
so
a half.
you're at 35 millimeter. Yeah,
it's like an inch and
like
360.
360.
something
Yeah,
weird, but,
and you
like,
won't find that, right?
No.
I was gonna say my wife makes them, but I don't think she makes that big.
No,
And they get pricey, man.
I think
like,
she stops at an inch.
Inch is as big as she goes.
that's fair.
They get super pricey. Yeah,
Yeah, but
she
my
does.
lobe is done. Yeah, I'm not fucking around.
It's real
anymore.
thin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thin.
yeah.
Thin.
Mine actually shrunk. I was up, I think 2 past half inch. Like was it 7/16? No, 9/16 or maybe 5/8 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I worked in a freezer, and one fell out when I was sleeping, and I went to work, and I had one in, one out, and I'm like, I noticed I was missing one. I took it out, put in my pocket, and from working in the freezer, it like shrunk my ears, and I'm like,
tight.
yeah. So then I'm like, I just stopped, and then I think I have like, I don't know, 2s.
Nice.
I never.
Nice.
I keep debating if I want to stretch. My wife's always like, "Why don't you stretch them back?" And I was like, I don't know. They like went back, so I'm like to almost normal. So I'm like, I kind of like don't want to like.
Yeah.
It won't go. If I do it now, it won't go back.
That's fair. My hole will like get smaller, but my lobes are just.
Tell me more.
They get tight, you know. But they're just gonna hang.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll be able to like get like a smaller size in, but the lobe's just fucked permanently.
Yeah.
You know.
Blown out.
So yeah.
That's the worst. And then like you get that
Happens.
you get that scar tissue like inside, and the only way to really get rid of that is you really gotta like work it. Like,
Yeah. You'll just sit there and like rub it
for
and,
like hours, like for like an hour every day, like to really start working that stuff to break up the inside. Yeah. Such a pain.
For sure.
Yeah, you're sitting there like, why did I ever do this? You're just rubbing your earlobes for.
Yeah. Fucking.
Dude, helmets when I had bigger gauges, like when I used to ride dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, helmets were the worst. Like getting the helmet off.
The cold, the cold sucks when you have like anything but like any kind of metal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, my ears are so cold.
And then in the summer they fucking smell quick. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just stay away from the metal one, you know.
I remember I had gauges. I think I was like 15 or 16, and we were playing like backyard football, and we were playing tackle against like the West Side kids or whatever. And I remember like going down the line to like go off for the play, and the kid was like, "Ew, what's that smell?" It's like, "Ew, is that your gauges, your earrings? That's gross."
You're like, no.
No.
I was pretty self-conscious about
Start
it.
crying and running away.
And they were plastic ones. They were bad. Like
Yeah.
they were bad. They get bad.
They all
You gotta
end
clean
up
them every day.
smelling. Yeah, you gotta clean them a lot.
Yeah.
It's such a process.
My wife would be like, "Smell my gauge." I'm like, "No, ew."
The ear cheese, dude.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
The ear cheese.
You could smell your own, but you don't want to smell anyone else's. You know?
Yeah, it's gross.
Well, we're about an hour now.
Are we? Yeah.
Hour and 12. Yeah.
Before we go, what would you say to like aspiring new barbers? Like what kind of helpful advice would you have for people getting into it?
Just don't stop.
Just don't stop.
Keep going. You're gonna do bad haircuts. Just keep going.
No matter the haircut, just learn.
Just keep going. The hair's gonna grow back.
Turn a page. Just keep going.
Don't stop.
Okay.
Consistency.
Were you telling yourself that, or did you struggle with bad haircuts?
I struggle with bad haircuts.
But I mean, like, I know they're gonna happen, but struggle. Like, I meant like yourself. Like,
I never thought about quitting.
Okay.
I never thought about quitting. But I mean, YouTube has everything.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram, TikTok. There are so many little tips and tricks, and you know, like when I got into it, there was content, but not nearly as much.
Yeah.
You know, there was like one shop that I adored, in the Netherlands, but they were like the first. I feel like they brought traditional barbering back, but they were the big one. But now, like, just stay online, keep looking. I'm still on YouTube at night watching haircut videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never stop like learning. Never
man.
stop like
No, because it
progressing.
changes so much.
Yeah.
You know, but
that's how you know
never
you're
stop.
passionate about it, not just you just don't want that image of a barber. You know what I mean? When you're passionate about it, you
Yeah,
constantly
I
like
think a lot of
you
people
love
don't
it.
realize how hard it is.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like people like want that image of like a tattoo artist or like the image of a barber, or like just want that image, you know, just for whatever social media. They just want to be that person that does it.
Yeah, kind of like the shop that that me and Joe worked at. The guy opened the tattoo shop just to say he
owns a tattoo shop.
Yeah. It's just like,
but you can tell the difference from like the people that are who
passionate,
love it and passionate about it.
The success will follow the passion.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree.
Yeah, just don't stop.
And before we go, what the fuck happened to your eyebrow?
My eyebrow?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one that's missing half of it. Yeah.
Oh, it's called a notch. I put it in myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it's supposed to be like missing the thing? Okay.
Like Jason Momoa. But his
has like a cut in it, right?
His is natural.
Yeah.
This is just a current thing that I'm doing.
I know like I've seen like the little like cut out of it, but I've never seen like the trail missing like completely.
Yeah. My girlfriend will wax them and then I'll razor the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did that once because I saw before you start cutting my hair, like they would, I think it was my wife actually, when she cut my hair, she would take a comb with a buzzer and try to like trim the. And I went to do it myself. I took almost the whole thing off. Like the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I went and I took it out. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and you have like real.
But dude, if my wife doesn't wax, it's one.
You look like you're like an Angry Bird.
Yeah,
like
it's bad. He did them last like 2.5-3 weeks ago, and if I don't do them every week at least, it's
coming right back.
Yeah.
Coming right back.
That's it, man.
Style them, you know. Yeah, exactly. They're bad.
Game time, baby.
Yeah.
Game time. All right, well, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate it.
Anyone that's watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell and hit that subscribe button, and don't be like me.
Yeah, don't be like him.
Don't be
actually
like me.
Subscribe and follow him.
Hell yeah.
If you're listening, make sure you hit that 5-star rating, baby.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We also have bonus content for the Patreon coming up. We're gonna have Shane here do a haircut on John. So if you want to check that out, check that out. Don't be scared. It'll be all right.
Me too. I hope I remember what I'm doing.
Why am I not scared? Why am I not scared? But I don't do the haircut. I'm the only one not scared.
Really, Josh is doing the haircut. It's a setup.
People would really pay then.
But yeah, check that out on the Patreon if you want to support. And thanks for listening.
If you want to see me cut his hair next, Patreon.
Patreon the fuck out of that.
I'll do it. All right, guys. Later.